Hello, it's me once again back. Peace City, um, real name Michael Collier, Peace City, whatever. Want to talk about black people owning houses instead of renting. Cause some of us, we get tired of the hood and we want to stay in the good neighborhood, and we may get abundance or large amount of money, and we say, okay, we want to go stay over here and see what's happening, see if we can, maybe improve our way of life, move from this bad neighborhood to this good neighborhood. And so we go out there, we fill out the application, and next thing you know, they they take our name, show us the apartment, like it's all good. Most of us been through this before. And so they take the application fee or whatever, run your background. They let you know 2 or 3 times they're gonna run your background, like you're supposed to just say, "No, never mind," or something. You know what I'm saying? But so they do their little process, whatever they doing, then they call you about a week later or leave a voicemail on your phone. Usually it's a voicemail, and they say, "Oh, well, you weren't able to get that property," because or they don't give you a reason why you couldn't get that property, but they let you know that you weren't able to get that property. So you might call them back and ask them why or whatever. They may give you a reason, they may not give you a reason. Most of the time they'll tell you that somebody was better qualified, or the person before you, they decided to give it to them for whatever reason. Usually it's some bogus reason, but they ain't gonna tell you what type of bogus reason it is. They're just gonna tell you, hey, you didn't get it. You know what I mean? The other person got it. But you know, we all want to improve our way of life, but we gotta understand that things are messed up. A lot of us, when we go rent, we rent from mainly white folks. White people bad? No, I'm not trying to say white people bad. There's some good white people, man. Some good black people, some good Hispanics, good Asians, and some bogus white people, some bogus blacks, some bogus Hispanics, some bogus Asians. But unfortunately for blacks, we catch most of the hate. Like when people don't want to deal with us. They don't want us living in their neighborhoods. They don't want us around them too much. They could work with us, but after that, they don't really want to be dealing with us. You know, that's kind of harsh for people that was brought to America against their will. But that's another story. Anyhow, you just be wanting to improve your way of life. You be wanting to move from the good neighborhood, from the bad neighborhood to the good neighborhood. And you're not looking to cause no harm or cause any trouble to the neighborhood. You just want to, you know, see something different and be on a more positive note. You want your kids to be on a positive note. You want your kids to maybe go to a better school. They might come in there at first acting a little ghetto or whatever, but the community environment rubs off on them. And so they'll get it together. But, I ain't mad at people for trying because, you never know until you try. So, but this is what we faced up against, though. We going out there asking people to rent to us that don't care for us or don't like us and don't care to put us in their neighborhood. They want to keep that neighborhood, safe or violent free. And sometimes blacks look at as not so safe, not so violent free. You know what I mean? So um, that's the harsh reality of trying to rent in a good neighborhood coming from the hood, or trying to rent being black in a good neighborhood. And I remember me and my wife looked at houses in good neighborhoods and filled out the application, and we was already thinking like what we was gonna do to the house, and how good of a neighborhood it'd be, and how happy ever after we'd be, and then we don't get the house for whatever reason. And she would be thinking like, what happened? And I'm already trying to tell her, you know, it might be because of some bogus reason. Maybe do something with black being there. And she thinking like people don't really get down like that, you know. And I'm telling her like people do get down like that. So, you know, it's kind of funny actually because you see a nice house and it puts you in a good mood, but then you can't. They call you and tell you, oh, we want somebody else, or you want eligible, or some things on your record, or your background, or on your rental history, or something that you're just not the right person. Then you go back through there 2 or 3 months later, and the white person living there. What about 4 or 5 kids running around? So, but it's not a white-black thing, man. It's just hopefully this podcast I'm doing will motivate blacks to own more, so we can rent to each other. You know what I mean? So if don't nobody else want to give us a chance, maybe we need to be worried about us as the black culture. Maybe we need to be owning more stuff, giving more chances and opportunity to our own culture. You know, the places that they do rent to us, you know, look like this. You know, this great building. This what they give you in the hood. Landscaping ain't all that. Building may not be all that presentable on the outside, and on the inside, it definitely ain't presentable. But a lot of people just have to make it do what it do. You know, they ain't in no position to own, so they just do what it do. They just live how they live until they can improve their way of life. Some of them may not never improve their way of life. They might just die in apartments or buildings that no one should have to live in. But they live there and they survive every day. There, they try to make the best of it. But again, these type of neighborhood crime and people stealing out your house. You can't go on vacation. Somebody stealing out your house. Or somebody trying to break in your car while you sleep 2, 3 in the morning. It just, you know, not like you're trying to be better than blacks because you're going to a good neighborhood, but it's more like you just get tired of the hood life. So you just want to go and live somewhere a little more peaceful, you know what I mean? A little more positive togetherness. But, you know, sometimes in the hood it's sad to see chalk line and tape everywhere. Somebody getting shot, somebody getting murdered. You know, that stuff is sad, you know. So, you know, people just be wanting to move around, just want to do something different with their life. And who am I, you know? When you're young, you might be down with all the craziness, but when you get older and you start having kids, you don't want those kids around that craziness. And now you're older, more laid back. You don't want to be around that crazy. Now you tired of it. So it's crazy. Hood life is crazy, you know. But anybody can make it out, though. Don't believe that you can't make it out. Just have to find your way. A lot of people find a way through sports, rapping, or whatever. But hit the lottery, whatever. But you can make a way out. You know, somebody in the family had to put their foot down and just keep doing what they're doing. But these apartments, they be raggedy, toe up, uh, cracks in the wall. Uh, you know, I'm sure some of y'all seen some apartments that y'all couldn't believe y'all buddy stayed in, or y'all couldn't believe y'all auntie or cousin stayed in. Yeah, man, but these people have to survive the best way they can, because, like I said, a lot of time in the good neighborhood, ain't nobody trying to rent to them. They may have a felony. They may have whatever going on with them that just sends a red flag to somebody trying to rent property. But they'll rent the bogus property to you in the hood. You always can get that with super bad credit. You can get an apartment in the hood, and that's usually where most of the blacks live, in the hood. And a lot of times you can go try to rent a good property, a nice property, a nice neighborhood. And some of these owners have properties in nice neighborhoods and in bad neighborhoods. And they said, no, you're not eligible for this one in this good neighborhood, but we'll rent you the one we got over here in this other neighborhood, which usually is a bad neighborhood, or usually a rundown property. But they'll rent it to you. And some of us be in a bind, need an apartment right away, need a house right away, and we take these type of properties, but you know, I don't know. Sometimes we might want to wait it out, but I can't tell people what to do. Like I said, some people be in a bind. They need to move out the hotel they living in, or move out their mom and daddy house. Or they need to move from somewhere, that's probably getting on their nerves or probably making them unstable. So they just go ahead and jump into a bad deal or a bad apartment or a bad house, thinking it's temporary. Sometimes people get stuck, they be there for a while. So, everybody got different situation. But yeah, like the picture show, like in this bathrooms be messed up, the walls be cracked in the hood, and some of these rundown apartments that they'll rent to you with no credit. I mean, with bad credit, I meant, or no credit. Toilet all cracked up, and landlord don't want to fix it. You told them about it. He steady come and collect rent. And shower all messed up, and tub all rotted out. And you have to, when you're in the hood, man, you have to try to function and live through that. You have to keep on keeping on. You have to keep living and keep taking showers in those bathtubs. Keep using those cracked toilets that water steady running. And sink faucet won't shut off. It's steady tripping, even when you shut the knob off. And the landlord know about all this and don't want to fix it. They don't want to fix it on purpose. Either they think, hey, these people in the hood, they crazy. All they do is tear up stuff, so if I fix it, they ain't gonna do nothing but tear it back up. So what's the use of fixing it? If they're tearing these properties up, then just let them live in it, toe up. They deserve that because they're tearing them up. So, that's how people think, And then some properties got bogus maintenance mans coming through, half fixing stuff. They look like they fixing stuff, but they have fixed it. Putting cheap parts on, putting stuff on that don't work, and they don't come right back. They don't come back right away to fix what they messed up. They come back a week or two later, so you've been living like that for about a week or two, because maintenance man don't care. The owner don't care. Most of the time, the maintenance man is the owner. But they property fine, but they'll let you live like that until they can get around to you. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm sure a lot of people have been through this stuff that I'm talking about, because I remember seeing it a lot in the hood. But, I just want to touch on it because my whole aim in this video is to get more blacks to own stuff, to maybe we can rent to each other if we can. Maybe we can, you say, can you do that? You don't make enough money. Well, a lot of ladies, and maybe some males too, y'all get about $5,000-10,000 a year from taxes. Save that up for about 4 or 5 years. Put a down payment on the house. Easy as that. Gotta have financial management. You gotta be financially hard on yourself to not spend money on things that make other people rich. Jordans, hair, nails, all this stuff make other people rich. Y'all buying car notes knowing that y'all buying cars and then have a car notes knowing that you don't really make enough to pay $500 car note and a $600 rent every month and $100 light and gas bill, $60 cell phone bill, plus you got kids and other stuff you want to do. You got to be financially smart. You know what I mean? You got to, whatever you don't need, don't try to jump out the window and do. Like as far as a new car go, I just rather buy a used car that get me back and forth to work. Looks nice, a used car. Then they get me back and forth where I need to go. If I'm going to go out of town, I'm going to rent a car. You know, just simple things like that. But you know, if you buy a used car, it's paid for. So you ain't got to worry about no car note and insurance every month. Well, you got to do insurance anyways, most cities. But you ain't got to worry about no car note every month. Stressing yourself out. You know, because a lot of people single parent mothers. So you don't need all those bills on you. You know, being single like that with a bunch of kids, it's probably going through $200-300 worth a month worth of grocery. So I don't know. You know, like I said, hood life is crazy. You know, your bathroom be towed up, leaking water on the floor all caved in. And you just putting newspaper and you putting stuff down and you overlooking the cracks in the wall and you overlooking the kitchen with the yellow stains on the wall and the stove that look like it's super old. It works, but it's super old, might be leaking gas in that. You never know. But you overlooking this stuff trying to survive. So I ain't gonna never hate on nobody, you know. We do what we do. All I'm trying to say is to get from that type of life, from the hood life, to a nice neighborhood, you may want to own property. Like I said, the more blacks own property, the more we can rent to other people. Some of us may not even want to rent. We may just want to pick us a nice neighborhood, stay there, and raise our family up and die there. That's cool too. But, you know, I'm just saying for the people that want to get out the hood life, you know what I mean? Want to get out the hood, period. You know, all the craziness and madness. You know, you have to, there's a way. Put it like that. There's a way. You know, if you can learn anything from other people, successful people, mainly white folks, you know, they keep their credit up. They keep their credit up. They save money up. They don't spend money on unnecessary Jordans. And if you got 2-3 pair, what the hell you gonna do with 2-3-4 more pair? Jordan get rich. You making him rich. If you got a flash screen, what you gonna do with another flash screen? You know, I don't know. I can't tell people how to live, but some things we can do without. You know, save that money up, stack it up, make a down payment on the house. Move into that house, live happily ever after. Yeah, I make it sound good. I know it may not go good for a lot of people, but a lot of people be running through a lot of money. And just own something. Don't be renting all the time. You know, when we rent, we pay somebody else's mortgage. So why pay somebody else's mortgage? You can pay your own mortgage. Or if you stay in that person's property for 10-12 years and pay that person's property off, you could have stayed in your own property and paid it off. So, I don't know. Everybody just live and be happy and do what you do, but this video is just to say, in my opinion, I think blacks should own instead of renting. Then your own, we can move into whatever neighborhood we want to. They can't be trying to just show us properties in the hood and give it to us so we all stuck in one area. We should own, you know. We don't want to go back to raggedy houses that we know we shouldn't be living in, trying to make it work when actually it doesn't work. Sometimes the heater works, sometimes it don't work. Water be leaking, house smells, one window boarded up, and it's dirty on the outside and the landscaping is bad. Somewhere where decent people wouldn't live, but they're rented to you. So let's get into the good neighborhood by owning, buying, put our money together and buy this nice building or whatever. This is the type of stuff we need to be looking forward to. So I don't know if everybody will get there. Black folks pretty much don't stick together. So that's where we at most of the time. But in my opinion, black folks should be owning instead of renting. We should own things. We need to own more things. Too much stuff we have to go through white folks to get. Not that there's a problem with white folks. Not all of them racist. There are a lot of good white people that will give you a chance, take a chance on you. But you have to fill out so many applications to find those people. So, I don't know. I just say black folks should own instead of rent. When you own, you can move where you want to move. They can't drive you to the hood and just say, well, you can rent this place right here, knowing that don't nobody want it. But they think we stupid enough to take it all the time. So this video is all about owning. Black people should own stuff. All right, thanks for listening. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe, and also leave me a comment in the comment box. All right, thanks.